A very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to start Know the Fact from page number 27 of chapter number 3, Word Processor, Tabular Representation. The column width and row height can be quickly changed by placing the mouse pointer on the column border or row border and dragging the double-headed arrow. This is the column width. This is column and this is the column width that you can increase or decrease. And these are the rows and this is the row height. So you can change the column width by placing the mouse pointer on the column border until it turns into a double-sided arrow, and then drag the double-sided arrow right or left side to increase or decrease the column width. And to change the row height, place the mouse pointer on the row border until it turns into a double-sided arrow, and then drag the double-headed arrow up or down to increase or decrease the row height. You need to drag the double-headed arrow right or left if you want to increase or decrease the column width, and if you want to increase or decrease the row height, then you need to drag the double-headed arrow up or down side. We can add a row or a column in a table by clicking on the plus sign which appears when we place a mouse pointer over the intersecting line between a row and a column. So we can in the last video we had discussed how to insert column and a row in a table using a table tools tab. Here we are discussing a quick way using which we can add a row or a column simply by clicking on the plus sign. Plus sign appears when we place the mouse pointer over the intersecting line between a row and a column. Intersecting line means that cross row and a column. Intersecting line between a row and a column. When you click on it, your mouse pointer changes into plus sign. Simply click on it if you want to add a row or a column in a table. Next is formatting. Formatting a table. Formatting controls the overall appearance of a table. After creating a table, you can format the entire table by using the table styles feature. So you can control the overall appearance of a table using formatting feature. When you finish creating your table, you can format the entire table using table styles feature. Now, what is table style feature? Table styles is an inbuilt facility to change the appearance, color and border of a table. Using table style facility, we can change the appearance, color and border of a table. Click on the table that you want to format. First of all, create the table and then click on it. Under the table tools, click on design tab. Under the table tools, click on design tab. Then choose the desired style from the table styles group. These are the tabs and at the bottom these are the groups. First of all, click on table tools and then from the design tab under the table styles group, choose the style that you want for your table and then click on it. It will be applied to the table that has been selected. Note, you can also get more style options for your table by clicking the more drop down arrow of the table styles gallery. This is the more drop down arrow. When you click on it, you can get more styles from which you can choose the one for your table that you have selected, and change the appearance of your table. Formatting can improve how your table looks. It allows you to make your table appear how you want. Next is changing row height. Firstly, what is row height? Word helps user to adjust the height of row as per the need so that data in rows can be seen properly, and can also by this we can make our table uniform in size. There are different ways to alter the row height in a table. Select the row whose height is to be changed. Right click on the selected row. Select the table properties option from the shortcut menu. The table properties dialog box appears. Firstly, select the row whose height you want to change. Then right click on that row. Select the table properties option from the shortcut menu. When you right click on the selected row, shortcut menu appears. From this shortcut menu, select table properties option. The table properties dialog box appear. This is the table properties dialog box. Click on the row tab. Click on the row tab. Select the specify height checkbox. This is the specify height checkbox. Click on it. Specify the height either by typing or by clicking the spin arrows. Here you can type the row height or you can select it by clicking on the spin arrows. Choose one of the options from the row height is list box. Row height is list box. Click on it. There are two options, at least, exactly. Choose one option from here and then click on OK. The row height will be changed according to the height that you specify in specify height. Next is changing column width. Firstly, what is column width? Changing column width in Word is one of the most common tasks that you perform daily when designing the tables, summary, reports. Columns can be resized using the mouse. Set the width to a specific number or have it adjusted automatically to accommodate the data. You can resize the column width either by using the option available on the layout tab or by using the mouse pointer. Two ways. Firstly, by using the option that is available on the layout tab, and second is by using your mouse pointer. Select the column whose width you want to change. First of all, select the column. Click on the layout tab. Select the properties button in table group. The table properties dialog box appears. Click on layout tab. Then under the table group, choose properties button. And then table properties dialog box will appear. Click on the column tab. Click on the column tab to change the row height. We click on the row tab. To change the column width, column tab must be clicked. Select the preferred width checkbox. Preferred width checkbox selected. Now increase or decrease the column width either by using the spin arrows or type in specific values to set the width and click only OK. Here you can type the column width whichever you want for your column, or you can use the spin arrows to increase or decrease the width of the column and then click on OK. The selected column width will be adjusted to the new width that you specify in the preferred width checkbox. Note, you can also use the mouse pointer to change the row height or column width. You can also use the mouse pointer. We had discussed in these two. There are that we can also use the option available on the layout tab, or simply we can use the mouse pointer. So this is the way that you can use using your mouse pointer to change the row height or column width. Place the pointer on the edge of a column or a row. Place the pointer, mouse pointer, on the edge of the column. If you want to change the column width, then place it on the edge of the column, and if you want to change the row height, then place it on the edge of the row. Then the mouse pointer changes to a double line with an intersecting arrow. It will changes to a double line with an intersecting arrow. Click and drag to adjust the row height, column width according to your need. Then click on it and drag it to adjust according to your need. You can also change the width of column by clicking on the layout tab and selecting the width spin box present in the cell size group and on the layout tab. This we had already discussed, that we can also change it by clicking on the layout tab and then select the width spin box present in the cell size group on the layout tab. So you can use your mouse pointer to change the column width and row height as well as from the layout tab. You can use the way that is more convenient to you. Next is splitting cells. Splitting a cell means dividing the selected cell into separate cells. So you can divide the selected cell that you had selected into separate cell. It will become two cells when you apply splitting cells on it. For example, in science subject we want practical as well as theory. So we want to divide that selected cell of science into two separate cells. So we can use here splitting cells. To split a cell, follow the given steps. Select the cell that you want to split. First of all, select the cell that you want to split. Click on the layout tab. Select the split cells button in the merge group. Split cells in the merge group from the layout tab. The split cells dialog box appears. This is a split cell dialog box. Define the number of rows and columns in the respective spin boxes into which you wish to split the selected cell. Here, specify the number of columns and rows in the respective spin boxes into which you want to split the selected cell. If you want to split the selected cell into two cells, then write here 2. If you wanted 3, then write here 3 according to your need. After specifying the number of rows and column here, then click on OK button. The selected cell will be split into the defined number of rows and columns. Next is merging cells. Sometimes data is split into numerous segments of a cell and you want to combine it in a single cell to give it a better look. Sometimes when you are creating a table, data is split. Split means divided into numerous segments of cell. Numerous means a number of segments of a cell, and you want to combine all these segments of cell into a single cell to give it a better look. Merging the cells provides a way to consolidate data in one cell. Consolidate means combine. To combine the data in one cell. Merge means combining. So here we are combining number of cells into a single cell to give it a better look. Select the cells you want to merge. Click on the layout tab. Here in this table, this cell has been selected. English 65, 89, 97, 74 and 83. This cells has been selected because we want these cells to merge into a single cell. And then click on the layout tab. From layout tab choose the merge cells because we want to merge the cells into a single cell. In the last we had discussed splitting cells. From the layout tab, select the split cells if you want to split the cell into separate cells. And if you want to combine the cells, click on merge cell. And all these appears under merge group. Layout tab, merge group. Select the merge cell button in the merge group and the data gets merged into a single cell here. After clicking on it, the selected range of cells gets merged into a single cell. These are the number of cells. These are merged into a single cell. Thank you.